Hello everyone, my name's Mstar and welcome to another Mstar gaming tutorial. In this tutorial we're on Black Desert Online. I just had a request from a friend looking at getting into Black Desert Online and just asked me to do a tutorial on the different classes that you can play on Black Desert Online in 2020. So I play on the PS4 console on the Oceanic server because I'm in Australia. I normally play on Valencia, so we'll go in there. And they just asked for a bit more detail on the characters, different characters on BDO. Okay, so we're in the screen to create a character. We're not going to actually create a character. Okay, and then I'm just going to go through the different classes, the weapons. Okay, so the newest class to the PlayStation 4 is the Hashashin. So this character is an assassin type character. Your main weapon is a Shamshir, sub-weapon is a Haladi, and MP for your consumption. Okay, which is Magicka. So this is a melee type assassin. Okay, the next character is a warrior. So this one's another melee character. If you're into melee, he's a tank. He's a tanky type of character. So the main weapon on this one is a longsword, sub-weapon is a shield, and MP consumption. Okay, so if you're into tanking, this will be a good class to pick. Another melee character is a ranger. Okay, so this character, the main weapon here is a bow. Your sub-weapon is a dagger. And MP consumption. Next one, if you're into like spell casting, you got a sorceress. Okay, the main weapon here is an amulet. The sub-weapon is a talisman. Okay, so if you're into Magicka type characters, this is a good one to choose. Next character is a Lan. So the main weapon on this one is a crescent pendulum. The sub-weapon on this character is a noble sword. So this is like a DPS melee type. So if you're into doing that sort of stuff, melee and DPS, that's a good class. Another melee class. This was actually my first character. It's a berserker. So your main weapon is an axe. Your sub-weapon will be a ornamental knot. So this is good for PvP, PvE as well. And if you're into melee, that's a good class to pick. Another melee is a tamer. The main weapon on this one is a short sword, and then your sub-weapon, as you can see, there's a trinket. So here's another DPS one. A shy. Okay, I actually created this character. The main weapon is a Florang. The sub-weapon is a Viclari. So this character is like a support type role. I actually use this one as my life skill, like a crafter. So when you select this character, it actually comes with certain professions already leveled up. One of them was alchemy and gathering. It's already a professional, so that's really good. So if you're looking at becoming a crafter on Black Desert Online, this is a good one to start off with. It's not really set up for PvP. You can use it for PvE. It is a fun class to use, but it's there for more of a support role. But definitely one I would pick for if you want to be a crafter. Yep. Okay, next one is a striker. This is another melee DPS. Looks like a character out of Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. It's pretty cool. So your main weapon here is a gauntlet, and your sub-weapon is the embrace. So that's a striker. Next one is a Musa. So the main weapon on this character, it's a DPS character as well. The main is a blade, and then your sub-weapon is a horn bow. So this is a good melee DPS character if you're into melee. Okay, another DPS character melee is a Mage War. Main weapon here is a blade, and the sub weapon is a horn bow as well. Okay, he's another melee type character. It's a mystic. The main weapon here is a gauntlet, and the sub weapon here is a vambrace. Okay, so this one's another good DPS character. Next one's a Valkyrie. So this one's like a tank as well, if you're into kind of like a tanky type build. Main weapon's a longsword. Sub weapon obviously is going to be a shield. Okay, so that's a good one if you want to get into tanking. Konoichi, this is another melee type user if you like melee style of gameplay. Main weapon here is a short sword. Sub weapon is a kunai shuriken. That's pretty cool if you want to be a melee user. Ninja, the name says it all. This is more of like an assassin type character. So the main weapon on this one is a short sword, and the sub weapon is a kunai shuriken. Okay. The next class is a dark knight. So this one's like a kind of like a spellcaster as well as a melee. So the main weapon is a Krasmir, and the sub weapon is a ornament knight. Okay, so that's a dark knight. So if you want a combination between melee and magicka spellcasting, that's pretty cool. Kind of like a battle mage. Wizard. Wizards is purely spellcasting. If you're in a magicka sort of thing, like sorcery and spellcasting, this is a good class. So this would be like a ranged attacker. Okay, so you got your staff, and your sub weapon is a dagger. Obviously, he's going to use magicka for his abilities. So that's a fun class to play. I've got a wizard myself, very fun. Good for AoE damage and direct damage. Okay. Another melee is an archer. Again, another long range or a ranged attacker. So main weapon is a crossbow, and the sub weapon is a ragon. Okay. And the last one on the list is another spellcaster. It's a witch. So if you like casting spells and ranged attacking, this is a good class to pick, is a witch. So obviously the main weapon will be a staff, and then the sub weapon is a dagger, and it's using magicka. Okay, so that's it for the classes. Like I said in another tutorial, it's 2020, so no doubt there'll be more classes added to Black Desert Online, and as the new classes come up, I'll try and play them and let you know what they do, and that way everyone's up to date with the new classes on Black Desert Online. If you found this tutorial helpful, hit the like and subscribe button, and I'm MStar from MStar Gaming, and I'll see you on the next tutorial. Thank you and goodbye.